Hello. I don't make many videos, but I wanted to share my experience with a new bicycle part I got, and that is my new wheels, Zipp 303 Firecrest Carbon clinchers. I was debating buying this wheel. I was checking YouTube, and most of the videos I found were by bike shops or oddly people spinning the rear wheel so you can hear what it sounds like. I don't really care what it sounds like too much, but I guess that seems very important to some people. I never thought I would buy a carbon clincher. I didn't quite get it when I looked at the weights. They didn't seem any lighter. I'm not a racer, so I didn't really care about shaving those seconds for aerodynamics. And I was completely content with this aluminum wheel that I've been riding with. My bike here is the white bike, the Giant TCR. Advanced SL, great frame, super stiff, light. I love it. And I do a lot of climbing where I live here in Northern California. Mount Diablo is right near my house, so I'm climbing that mountain all the time. So what happened? I'm riding this aluminum wheel. Let me just turn here. And it's, I got two sets of wheels hanging up there. And I heard a creaking sound from my bike. So I take it into my bike shop, and the creaking turns out to be a cracked rear wheel. It's cracked where the spoke is, even though it's an eyeletted wheel, and it was a bummer because I like the way the wheels feel. I liked them better than my Caseriums. So I sent it in. Warranty said they were going to repair the wheel, 2-year warranty. So it was great. They're fixing the wheel. In the meantime, I ride my Caseriums. Then my Caserium is making a pinging sound. It's a 10-year-old wheel. It's probably got 6,000 or 7,000 miles on it. And I look at it, and that wheel is cracked. So here in a month, I have 2 broken wheels. Never had broken wheels much in my life other than mountain bike wheels, which were breaking all the time. So my friend let me borrow some wheels, Zipp 303s. My first ride, I absolutely loved that wheel, and I knew I was going to buy a set. Uh-oh, my battery's getting low. So what did I love about the wheel? It just felt solid. It made the bike feel better than it's ever felt. It felt stiffer but more compliant. Descending just felt more controlled, almost like I wasn't going as fast, although I was going faster. It just felt smoother, stiffer. Out of the saddle sprinting felt better. It transformed the bike, and I wish he had never let me borrow those wheels, because I was like, okay, this is going to cost me some money. So I went from never really considering this type of wheel, because it wasn't any lighter. I didn't care about the aerodynamics. I get home, check Strava. I've got a PR on a descent I wasn't trying to get on that I've descended 100 times. So it's a fast wheel. Climbing, it doesn't feel any better than my aluminum wheel. It's no, it might be a little bit heavier. But I went with the 303 because the depth, that 45 millimeter depth, makes the spokes a little bit shorter and stiffer. So the wheel overall is a stiffer wheel. It's going to be faster in every situation other than climbing. But if I want to climb, I've got some Bontrager Alios 3s. These are tubular tires. They're super light. They're like 1,100 grams or something for the set, and they make my bike ultra light. So if I want a PR, or I'm doing some annual climb or something, we have a climb where people try and climb Diablo under an hour every year, and I throw the tubulars on, and the bike's like 1.5 pounds lighter. But I don't want to ride those every day, because I don't think riding tubulars every day is practical for me, because I'm just not comfortable flatting on a tubular. I might be coming home in an Uber or something like that. But a clincher to me, for us mere mortals that are not professionals with a chase car behind you with a set of tubulars, I think a clincher is a great way to go. I love riding them. If I were racing with support, I would use tubulars, but that's not me. Those wheels are awesome. They're stiff, they're light enough, they're aero, they feel very true and fast. And I'm going to use those as my everyday wheel, and then I'll use the aluminum wheels as a backup set for crappy conditions, or you know, I could throw some gator skins or something on there. Right now I'm using that Conti 25 millimeter 4000 S2. It's a great wheel, and I threw latex tubes in there, but I think I'm just going to use the rubber tubes because there seems to be some concern of latex tubes, and I don't need the marginal gains that latex tubes gives you for just everyday riding. But yeah, that's it. They seem like a great wheel. They brake phenomenal. I can't tell any difference in the braking. My Bontrager's don't brake as well. They definitely don't brake as well. That uses a different brake pad. It's a cork pad that you use for those. These Zipp pads, one knock, is they're very expensive, $45 or something for a set. I considered the Envy 3.4. The Envy is a great wheel, no doubt. The only problem was they were much more expensive. Now that Zipp came out with the NSW, that's $3,100 or something. They dropped the price of the Firecrest to $2,100, and then I get a discount at my local bike shop. So I got these for $1,789. $1,789 versus the 3.4 I found on sale for $2,199. We're talking over $400. So $400, $400 is $400. So if you're considering this Zipp 303 as an all-arounder, I don't think there should be any hesitation. If you need it to be the lightest thing you can have, I would get the 202 or a tubular. If you need it to be as aero as can be, maybe the 4.4. But I'll tell you one thing I was concerned about was wind. I just got back from a ride around Mount Rainier. It was a 153-mile day. It was my biggest ride. And we had some sections where it was super windy, swirling winds. And I didn't feel that wheel pushing me around at all. You can feel the wind a tiny bit, like I wouldn't take my hands off the handlebars to zip up my jersey or something. But it was no concern, and that was great because the Reynolds wheel I had when I first got this bike, I tried a 50 millimeter Reynolds wheel, didn't like it. It was pushing me around. This is 45 millimeters in depth, and I can't really tell the wind's pushing me at all. My Bontragers here are 35 or so millimeters, and they feel just like my aluminum wheels. Don't feel the wind at all. But anyway, great wheel. That's it. Talk to you later.